Hey class, in today's lesson, we're going to talk about geometric sequences and partial sums, which is found in section 9.3, part 2. Our objectives are to find the nth partial sums of geometric sequences and to find sums of infinite geometric sequences, or series. So this is the formula for the sum of a finite geometric sequence. And just a reminder, to kind of let you know what most of these terms stand for, S sub n would be the sum of the nth terms, the n terms. So if we're supposed to find the sum of the first 8 numbers, we would write S sub 8 and then therefore get the answer in that spot. A sub 1, remember, is the first number. R is our ratio. And again, n is the number of terms. Okay, so let's take a look at our first problem. So it says to find the sum. All right, so this is in summation notation, but we should be able to pick this apart to be able to solve this. So if we use the formula, and remember that formula was S sub n equals A sub 1 times 1 minus r to the nth power over 1 minus r. Substituting that information in would give us S sub 12 equals 4, would be our first number, times 1 minus our ratio is 0.3 to the 12th power, because n is 12, over 1 minus 0.3. Now, if you type this into your calculator properly, you should get about 1.714 as your answer. If you need to, you can break it down piece by piece. I would say starting with the numerator first. Find that and divide it by what you see in the denominator but in parentheses. And then finally multiplying it times 4 if you need to break it down piece by piece. Okay, let's look at the next formula. So this time we have the sum of an infinite geometric series. So the last one was finite, meaning it had an exact stop. And this one does not have a stopping point. So this time if we're looking for the sum, we're just looking for a sum of infinite terms. Okay, so if you don't see a S sub something, it means it's infinite. A sub 1, again, we know is the first number. And then R is our ratio. So actually, as far as the math goes, or the work, it's actually a lot simpler and a lot quicker to get through. So let's take a look at our problem. So this is the sum from 1 to infinity of 4 times 0.6 to the n minus 1 power. So our sum formula, again, is A sub 1 over 1 minus R. So that's going to be S equal to 4 over 1 minus 0.6. Which, if you put that in, you will get 10 exactly as your answer. All right, let's look at our try. All right, so again, following the formula, you would have S equals A sub 1 over 1 minus R. A sub 1 is 3. Our ratio would be, and I need to remember, it'd be 1 minus, and we're going to take our second number or a subsequent number and divide it by a previous. So, for example, we would have 0.3, that should be a point, sorry, divided by 3. That's going to give us 0.1 as an answer. And I could do the same thing for another one, right? I could do 0.03 divided by 0.3, and you would still get 0.1. So then that comes down to 3 over 0.9. And 3 divided by 0.9 is approximately 3.3 repeating. So our sum is 3.3 repeating. All right, guys, that is it. So if you have any questions, please be sure to come see me for tutoring.